Did you know the Pacific Ocean is almost equal to the size of one of the Earth's hemispheres?
Hey there, everybody. I'm KYN, and welcome back to my Let's Play a JumpStart Adventures 6th grade mission Earthquest. So, last time we actually did two mini-games / activities. Yeah, the Viral Vanguard and the Mind games. We did two that time because the Viral Vanguard went by much faster than I thought it would. And so I figured I could squeeze in a second activity, and so I did. So we did so we captured 2 robots in one video last time. And so with that, we have now captured 4 robots, and that pretty much means we have 2 remaining before we complete the game. So that's how very quickly this Let's Play is going. So there's a possibility that we will probably finish the rest of the Let's Play in this video, because the remaining 2 activities are on my strength of math. Yeah, they both focus on math, which is my strength, my strongest subject. And so I figured they will probably go by extremely fast. That is, unless it takes me quite a while to do the computations, but yeah, it will still go by pretty fast nonetheless. Yeah, even at level 3, I would think, but we shall see. And also, before recording this video, I was tinkering a bit with the volume increase, on the guest machine, but it seems that even if I increase it just slightly, it still like sounds pretty loud in my ears when I'm wearing the headset. So therefore, the volume slider is pretty much back to where it was before I've started increasing it and everything. So yeah, with this it sounds pretty comfortable. Yeah, quite honestly. So yeah, it's only because like I noticed when I'm watching back my videos and everything, it sounds a lot softer than than what it actually sounded like when I was having my headset on and recording. But yeah, I guess this would do though. I guess viewers, they could always like turn up the volume anyway if they wanted to like hear it better. But even that, I'm thinking it's still fine. Yeah, maybe it's not necessary to. But in any case, like I mentioned, I think we will be finishing the rest of the Let's Play in this video, because the remaining 2 activities probably won't take too long anyway, considering that they both focus on mathematics, which is my strongest academic subject out of any others. So needless to say, I essentially saved the easiest ones for last. So I did the hard and long ones first, and then I saved the easy ones for last. Even if some of them might be long, quite possibly. I know one of them would be fairly long, but as it is math, it will probably still go by quickly anyway, even at level 3. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started now. Just hang in there a little longer, and we'll be done with this Let's Play soon. So here we go.
5.
Alrighty, put all the.
Zach, I fixed your seat.
Really
Excuse me.
Now that you've gotten that out of your system, maybe you can direct your genius to other things, like, saving the world?
Yeah, we already heard that last time, so I could have just clicked on the map to proceed.
I can't just stand idly by while the world goes to ruin.
Alrighty, let's do it. So, between this subject, or rather this activity, and where's the other one? This one. Yeah, I believe this one is the longer of the 2. And so let's go ahead and do Insect Overthrow first.
I can't just stand idly by while the world goes to ruin.
I think Zach
Well, one of us
the last
should go.
time, so back to
Click on
Jess.
Zach or Jess's chair to select a partner for your mission.
So back to Jess with this
Looks
one.
like art's up to no good in Japan.
Yeah, a country that I would like to visit one of these days. Yeah, Vietnam's the only Asian country I've been to so far.
All right, let's see what this
Capital of
pod
France,
can do.
Paris.
I designed your pod for maximum
Chile.
security. In order to land, you need to
I think that's
uncover the
Santiago,
pod's
actually.
Landing code. A clue will appear above your windshield.
Lebanon.
And a series of words and
Probably
phrases
that one?
will
Yes.
fly towards your pod.
Norway,
You must
Oslo.
target and shoot at anything
US,
that has a connection
Washington, DC.
with your clue. When you make the
world.
correct connection, part of the landing code will appear to the left of your windshield. When you have all the pieces of the landing code,
Landing code locked in.
Yeah,
the ring hopper pod
that's nice
is
to get
all
Eli.
set. Good luck. Be sure your chairs and tray tables are in their upright and locked positions.
Uncle Eli, it's Jess. I've arrived in the forest. All the trees have these strange clamps locked around them. I'm going to try and help.
Just remember, use your arrow keys to hop around. Capture the answer to the equation by hitting the Enter key, and then drop the answer into place in the center of the tree.
Alrighty, and we're gonna go ahead and increase it to level 3. Alrighty, so this is pretty much reminiscent of the Toad Well from 4th grade Haunted Island. Yeah, except there are millipedes here, but the millipedes will not harm you. They would just simply carry you around. There's a tree ring and everything. And there's also occasionally sticky sap will appear, which will render you immobile. Yeah, for some time. But anyway, arrow keys, yeah, down to move forward, left and right to move side to side, and then up to move back towards the center. But anyway, yeah, this just focuses on math and multiplying decimals. You know, you just multiply numbers as usual, and then you count the number of decimal places. So in this case, 3 times 8 is 24, and there's 2 decimals, so it's 0.24. Yeah, so as you can see, just touching a millipede, they are harmless to the pods. Yeah, they won't damage you. So once you have an answer, yeah, then you just press enter, and then go back to this red center, and then click on enter to drop the answer off. Alright, 360 minus 65%. That's essentially like 0.65 if you want to convert it to decimal. So that would be, let's see, 3.5. So 359.35. Although it does not appear as an answer, interestingly enough. So this would be 65 out of 100, which is 13 over 20. 13 over 20. Excuse me. So divided by 100 would be 3.6. And then 3.6 multiplied by 65. Oh, or 0.65. Let me see. What would that be?
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
Or in this case, it's 15. No, 13 over 20, sorry. Which is 72, 7,200. Yeah, how many possibilities are there? So there's 4 different possibilities, it seems. 360 minus 65%. Yeah, you could always convert that to a percentage, I believe. Yeah, 360 is a percent. So you could do 360 as a percent. Yeah, 360 over 100. And then minus 65 over 100. Which would be, let's see, 295 over 100.
It's survival of the fittest out here.
But interestingly, that's not one of the answers either. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Excuse me.
I wonder what Zach's doing right now.
360. Well, 360 does not have a percent, so 360, yeah, 100.
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
I am definitely confusing myself here. Let me see. 65% is 65 over 100.
I've got to act quickly.
And then reduced as a fraction is 13 over 20. 13 over 20. And then 360. What would that be? that would be 72.
I've got to act
Seven-
quickly.
7,200 over 20. 7,200 over 20. And then 7,200 minus 13. 7,187 over 20.
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
The answer still does not appear there. Alrighty, let me see what a calculator would give us here. Minus 16 minus 0.65. No, I'm sorry.
I wonder what Zach's doing right now.
360 minus 65 gives you 126. Okay, I'm not sure how it would give you that actually. 7,200 minus 13
It's survival of the
divided
fittest
by
out here.
20. It gives you 359.35. Oh, that's really weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would give you 126 actually. Let's see. Because yeah, you wanted to do it as
I wonder what
percentages,
Zach's doing right now.
then it would be 360 over 100, which is just 3.6. 3.6. But that's a percentage though.
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
So, hang on a second. You want to do a whole number as a percent. Then you would need to, maybe multiply by 100, right?
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
So it's 360. Point zero
I've got
zero.
to act quickly.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to get the 326 there, so
Fabulous.
I really have to think about that some more. Yeah, during some off-camera time and everything. But anyway, 12 times 12 is 144. So it's 0.0144.
Got it.
A 90-degree angle, right angle.
Got it.
65% of 100. It's just 65.
That was a cinch.
Would you look at that? A pod point.
Angle more than 90 degrees, that's obtuse. 25% 96, so that's 1/4, and 1/4 of 96 is 24. Ah, we're on Zap. Yeah, now we're free.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I really need to think about that one a little more, without subtracting the percentage. 15 plus 7%. I mean, it's 0.07, so wouldn't it be 15.07? No, it's not.
Don't forget, use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
15. Plus 7%, which is 7 over 100. And then 100 times 15, 1,500. 1,507 over 100. 1,507, which is 15.07. Okay, weird. That's really weird. How come it's those other ones instead? Is it really just like multiplying something and then just adding?
Out here.
Yeah, so in this case it will be 16.05. So I guess it's just akin to multiplying by the percentage and then just adding it to the base whole number. So in other words, this is just the same thing as multiplying by 0.93. Yeah, as I could probably confirm here. Or not. No, I'm sorry, 1.07, sorry. Yeah, 16.05. So it's better to think of it that way. It's like, say, increasing the price by that much. Or decreasing the price by that much, depending on you're just subtracting and multiply. Alrighty, so I think I got my reasoning back. It's just, for some very odd reason, it took me a while to think about it. Okay, this is 8.61, or rather 861, and 3 decimal places, so 0.861. Ah, we're stuck on sap. 33.85. So yeah, it should be obvious that the right side is greater.
You have 2 pod points.
Uh, 0.75.
Fabulous.
72. 72 and 4 decimal places.
Fabulous.
Quadrilateral sides, 4.
Fabulous.
That question's not like really clear at all, but it should change it to like how many sides does a quadrilateral have. So 48, 2 decimal places.
Got it.
45% of 89. 45 is the same thing as 9 over 20. And then 9 over 20. That is 4.45. 4.45 times 9 is 40.05.
You have earned a 3rd pod point.
Okay, now things sound pretty soft in my headset, but minus 5%. This one would be 65 times 0.95. But in this case, it's probably easier to just multiply by 0.05 though. 3.25, which would be 61.75. 75, so 0.075.
Got it.
12.5% over 420. Yeah, it's just really 0.125 times 420. Yeah, or you wish 12.5, over 100. And then 420 divided by 100 is 4.2. So it's really just 12.5 times 4.2. 4.2, so it's
I wonder what Zach's doing.
so 25 halves times 4.2. So 2.1. 2.1. 2.1 times 25. Which should be 5.25.
It's survival of the fittest out here.
So it's 25 times 2.1. Yeah, so 52.5. I'm really doing all this in my head. I'm trying to not use a calculator if possible.
Fabulous.
I had to the first few times just because I'm very confused as how you get the result when you're adding and subtracting percentages. But yeah, it's just really just thinking about, yeah, if something costs this much and then you increase the price by, or decrease the price by this percentage, then yeah, should have thought about it that way. So 0.05 here. This would be 225, so 2.25, which is 47.25.
Fabulous.
33 and a third, so this is 1.05. 100 over 3. So 1.05, so 0.35.
I've got to act quickly.
0.35 times 100, which is 35.
Got it.
Excellent. 4 pod points.
Sum of triangle angles 180 degrees.
Got it.
56. And then 3 decimal places, so 0.056.
Fabulous.
The volume of cube. Yeah, length times width times height. Or in this case, it's just a single side and then cubed to the third power.
That was a cinch.
Yeah, since all sides are the same length. 8 and then 2 decimal places, so 0.08.
That was a cinch.
1,000 minus 10%. Let's just really multiply by 0.90. So it's 9,000 plus a 0. So 90,000 and then, so it should
It's
be
survival of the fittest
900.
out here. That was a cinch.
You've done well. I'm giving you a freeze ray that will enable you to temporarily stop the centipedes in their tracks. Press the Tab key on your keyboard to activate it.
No more trouble in this tree. Let's move on.
Now it should come a new enemy, I think. Oh. 797. Yeah, now comes a new enemy. There's also a bug that we need to watch out for, which will damage our pod. However, if you're in the center, yeah, then that's essentially considered a safe zone. Yeah, because it will never attack you there. This is 734, so therefore left side is bigger. So it becomes a +3, so +9. Yeah, they are opposite, so therefore they cancel out, become 0. +2.
Would you look at that? A pod point.
Yeah, so needless to say, I just froze up under adding / subtracting percentages. But yeah, I understand now how to get that result. So adding 4 and then -1. Oh, so I guess we have to be completely in the center then. +8. Yeah, addition and subtraction definitely go by much faster than when you're multiplying. And also since you're dealing with like whole numbers and integers, -9. Yeah, I keep getting my controls mixed up here too. I keep pressing up when I meant to press down to like get out of the center. -23.
This pod won't hold out much longer. Fabulous.
-27.
You have 2 pod points.
Yeah, it's definitely going much faster as a result now. Especially since, again, I just completely froze up on that one problem. Yeah, and I think it does make sense, considering that percentages do work a bit differently when you're adding and subtracting. Yeah, multiplying is a bit more straightforward. -1. +6. It's really fascinating that the problems are like a lot easier now, even at level 3. -5. They cancel out, so therefore it's 0. Yeah, if you subtract the number to itself, then you just get 0.
You have earned a 3rd pod point.
And I suppose I should just show you what the pod gadget power is here. This one is -12. Yeah, -12. Darn it.
This pod was fabulous.
7. Alright, we need to stop
You can use that pod gadget
everything.
2 more times.
-4. So it must be this one that he's covering up. Yeah.
That was a cinch.
So yeah, it just freezes everyone in place. Parentheses virus of 3, 8 minus 3 is 5. Yeah, but you can still be pushed around if you land right on top of a centipede. Or you go right on top of it.
That was a cinch.
Excellent. 4.
So this is definitely a useful pod gadget power. Uh, 108 to 110, so less than. Yeah, I think for the most part the bug is actually pretty easy to avoid. -9. positive 10. Positive 13. Negative 22.
Nice job. I'm giving you some bug bot bait to distract the bug bots away from your pod. Press the Tab key on your keyboard to place the bait.
No more trouble in this tree. Let's move on.
And then, do I need to? No, this is fine. 12.045 is a fraction. So 10 hundredths thousands, so 12 over 1,000. Or, no, sorry, this would be 12.045 over 1,000. So in this case, it's 12 over, or rather 12 and 45 over 1,000. Okay, so there's actually no need for us to reduce the fraction here, apparently. Yeah. So this is just a quarter. Yeah. 75. 75 times 0.25. Which is 18.75. 20%. So that's just a fifth. And a fifth of 335. 67. Darn it. Ouch. 9. And then 4 decimal places. 125, so 12.5.
Would you look at that? A pod point.
235. And then 2 decimal places, so 2.35. 12.5% of 200. 12.5 over 100, which is 12.5 times 2, which is 25.
It's survival of the fittest out. Fabulous.
30%. Well, 30% of that is 7.8, so 33.8. Yeah, or just multiply by 130%, which is 1.3. 100%, 84. What is 84? Ah.
This pod won't hold out
Yeah,
much longer if
we're
I'm not
sending
careful.
duck when that happens. Oh, no, 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 no.
That was a cinch.
83% of 147. So 1.47. 1.47 times 83.
It's survival of the fittest out here.
So should be 2 decimal places here. 1.47 times 83.
It's survival of the fittest out
And a
here.
1 here. So should be the 121 or the 122 one. I'm not sure what that is, quite honestly.
I've got to act quickly.
6, 7, 6, 7, 11. 6, 7, 11. So 1,176. 176. 1, 4. 1, 4, 4. No, that doesn't quite add up, does it? I'm just gonna move my gut here. Or you could just multiply it right away. So with 80, 6, 7, 6, 7, 1, 1.
Use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
1176. 1176. 1, 4, and 4. 1, 4, 4.
It's survival of the fittest out
1176. 4, 4, 1. Which is 1, 6, 1. No, I'm still not getting the right answer here.
I've got to act quickly.
Alrighty, calculator time. $122, okay.
You have 2 pod points.
Times 8, 0, 0, so 50.
You can use that pod gadget 2 more times.
Yeah, that will keep the bug off of us. 0.18, so 18.18. This is 180. 1.8.
Got it.
0.54. 1.001.
That was a cinch.
Greater than.
I'm losing pod strength. Got to be more careful. Fabulous.
You have earned a 3rd pod point.
Seven percent of 79.3. 1, 5. So 555. 5551.
I've got to act quickly.
5551. Which would be oh no, you just multiply, sorry.
I've got to act quickly.
1, 5. 1, 5, 5, 5. Which would be 555.1. Is there an answer anywhere?
Use the arrow keys to steer the pod.
5551. And it's 3 decimal places. So it's 5.551.
That was a cinch.
5, and then 17, 175. So it's 0.0175. That should be 1. So it's 21. Area square, yeah. Length times width, which is the side squared.
This pod won't hold out much longer if I'm not careful. That was a cinch.
That's just a fifth, so 105.
Excellent. 4 pod points.
0.059. No, 0.59, sorry. It's just moving the decimal point 2 places. So 72.072. Yeah, the freeze ray is definitely a far more useful power-up than the bait, which only lures the bug anyway. The millipedes will always stay in there, in the ring they are in. 15 and 15, what is 225? So it's 0.225. Fifth of that, so 25. % 180. That is 216 if I'm not mistaken. So it's 216 and then a 0, so 21.6.
You're doing a great job. I'm giving you some Teflon shoes that will come in handy when you encounter sap. Press the tab key on your keyboard to activate them.
Alright, so we
This
get
tree is free. Let's go see if any others need help.
trapped by sap, then that should free us. Not sure the other one was already at level 3. Okay, multiplying 276.
These bug got it.
4 is 211 as X is 244, so that's 16.
I knew that was a cinch.
3 and then 12. 198 divided by 3. Yeah, that is 66. So it's equal.
That was a cinch.
8 plus 5, 13.
That was a cinch.
Would you look at that? A pod point.
It really is strange that every other like round is like the map rounds are easier. 6 and 12.
Got it.
4, 13.
That was a cinch.
963. 40. 16.
That was a cinch.
You have 2 pod points.
525.
Fabulous.
0.
Got it.
20.
Fabulous.
8. Yeah, the alternative to not using a calculator would be just for me to like do on paper, but well, yeah, I'd rather not do that while I'm like recording and stuff.
These bugs are everywhere. Fabulous.
You have earned a 3rd.
It's just
pod
easier to
point.
use a calculator. You know, it can be difficult to keep track of numbers in your head. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That was a cinch.
14.
Fabulous.
6.
Fabulous.
40. 16.
Excellent. 4 pod points.
Should probably see what the pod gadget does. 5. Oops. Went out in the other direction rather than towards it. Just trying to find a nice place where the sap would appear.
That was a cinch.
40, 32.
That was a cinch.
15.
Got it.
30. 'Trying to find a place for the sap. That 30 is safe. So yeah, just to get myself stuck in sap then. There. Oh, looks like we can't use it while we're stuck in the sap. Alright then, well.
You can use that pod
Yeah, there we go, I just went
more
through the
times.
sap. And it allowed me through, so, or to keep on moving while being stuck. So yeah, that's what the pod gadget does. Yeah, I guess the bug gets it as well.
That was a cinch.
27.
That was a cinch.
You've got a villain to catch. I'm giving you sap shots that will enable you to take down that tree-hating villain when he appears.
This tree is free. Let's go see if any others need help.
Nope, we're done, so it's just a robot.
There, straight ahead. It's
Take that. The sap is getting to him. Bullseye. Take that. Bullseye.
Alright, 5th robot.
Villain. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Knock it off, Zach. Let's just make the connections.
So let's see. Where the rotator spin wildly.
That's right.
To make impure, that would be to contaminate, wouldn't it?
Got 2.
Routine, habitual, regular,
Got 3.
and implied difficult situation.
That's the final connection.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Show me where Art and Enos are.
Nice plotting.
100 dot.
3, 4,
Nice plotting.
8, 1.
You've got the point. Got them. Scan away.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot.
Alrighty, 5 activities down, 1 more to go.
I'm impressed. You kids are doing a great job.
So yeah, I am a bit ashamed for having to resort to a calculator for that activity that we need to do, but well, yeah, quite honestly, I wasn't really up to like doing that by hand on paper. Just not while I'm wearing my headset and recording and stuff. But yeah, it is pretty interesting that the problems were a lot easier every other round.
This is a time for action.
But anyway, yeah, we only have 1 activity left, which is this right here. Pollution solution.
I can't just stand idly by while the world goes to ruin.
Well, one of us should go.
Click on Zach or Jess's chair to select a partner for your mission.
Alright, so back to Zach to finish it all off.
Trouble in the Ukraine. Good luck.
Reaching warp speed, Uncle Eli.
Just look for the connections and then unscramble the landing code.
You nailed it.
Yeah, air.
Bullseye.
Meaning, yeah, that's probably madness.
Bullseye.
And then wildlife.
You nailed it.
It's G, right? So, oh, what would this be?
If something doesn't happen soon, I'm just gonna start pressing all the buttons.
Grecian.
Authorization to land granted.
I've got the code and I'm ready to land.
The toxin handler pod has been adjusted for maximum pollution levels. Be careful. Hold on tight. You're coming in.
I mean, Ukraine is not exactly Russia. They're 2 different countries.
Gross. Man, this place is disgusting. There's toxic goo everywhere.
Move your pod to the barrel with the correct answer to the equation. And watch out for toxic puddles and toxobots.
I guess this one could be just as long as the Insect Overthrow one. It's already a level 3 for me. But yeah, there's 2 ways to do this, with the arrow keys or with the mouse. But yeah, because my machine is very powerful, yeah, I can't even use the arrow keys to do the answering and everything, so therefore I need to use the mouse. So this one is 6/35. So I just have to click the handle where the answer is.
Yes, we nailed it.
Yeah, that's really the only way I can do this activity. Because my machine is so powerful, my laptop is very fast. So 3 8s.
Not bad if I do say so myself.
Change to a fraction. 9% is just 9/100. See, the pod moves way too fast. Yeah. 10 times 6 to the second, 6 to the second power. Well, that's 36 times 10, which is 360.
Yes, we nailed it.
4.48 divided by 1.6. So that's 44.8 divided by 16. 32, 128. So 2.8. So 2.8.
Not bad if I do say so myself.
That's worth a pod point.
So yeah, you just have until the tubes overflow with the slime and everything. Yeah, and then you have to do this, and then yeah. So it's pretty similar to skateboarding activity of the previous game. Yeah, but this time you use the up arrow key to jump rather than spacebar. And then anything that you hit, yeah, your pod will sustain damage. So it's probably a little bit longer than an Insect Overthrow as a result. Yeah, because you have like a mini thing that you need to do of guiding the pod, making sure it doesn't hit the muck or anything, the slime and stuff. It's not 7 1/3.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
37 over 100.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
16 thirds and 6 fifths, which is 96 over 15, and 96 over 15. 96 over 15, 6 and 6/15.
I may need some help from Uncle Eli.
Oh, no, not that one. This one.
Uh-oh, I've got to try again.
Yeah, I looked at the answers too quickly and didn't realize that's a 4 and not a 6. 14 thirds and 7 fifths. 98 over 15. So this time is 6 8/15s.
Yes, we nailed it.
9 fifths divided by 6 fifths. So multiplied by reciprocal by 6. 9 fifths divided by 6 fifths. So it's 9 over 6.
This stuff is toxic enough to eat through just about anything, including
1
me.
and 3 6, which is 1 1/2.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
You have earned 2 pod points.
Yeah, and only the podcatcher power-ups are useful for when you're doing this part of the activity. Yeah, left to speed up, right to slow down. So very, very similar to the skateboarding activity of the 5th grade game. Yeah, just substitute the up arrow key for the spacebar to jump, for jumping. 14 thirds times 9 eighths, which is 126 over 24. 126 over 24.
My pod can't survive these toxins forever.
Or 126 over 24. So 5 and 1/4, I think.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, unlike the Insect Overthrow one, you have a time limit here, and that is when these tubes overflow. 86 over 100, which is 43 over 50.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
Let me see. 3 and 4. So 5 6. 6 and 5 6, right?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
So 6 9s, which is 2 thirds.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
This is already at the, yeah, maximum. 6/5, which is 1 1/5.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Here's your third pod point.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to do this without a calculator as much as possible. But, you know, sometimes, yeah, it takes me far longer than it should. And, yeah, rather than spending an eternity, I would just resort to a calculator eventually. Rather than attempt answering it and then possibly getting it wrong or whatever. And it should be clear, though, yeah, that I do know how to multiply and all that jazz and everything. Yeah, when it comes to doing these math problems without a calculator, then yeah, I can definitely do it. It's just that, like I mentioned, yeah, I'd rather not do it while I'm recording. 40/100, so that should be 2/5.
Yes, we nailed it.
5, so 15. So that's 8/10, so it's 4/5, 3 4/5.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
65/100, so 13/20.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
14/5 and 8/7, 112. 112/35. So 7/35, which is a
My pod
5th.
can't survive these toxins forever. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
17 and 15. 17 and 15. So I believe that is 255.
My pod can't survive these toxins forever.
255/40. 6. 15/40. Which is 3/8. Did I say it was this one? No. So it's the other one. Yeah, I lost track of the numbers that time, to be honest.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
You have earned 4 pod points.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I am somewhat of a bit rusty. At least when it comes to like mental math calculations. Three halves. So it's 15/12, which is 5/4, 1.25. So 1 1/4.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
2 and then 12 is 14, so 9/12. 9/12, which is 3/4, and 5 3/4.
Wrong answer.
Oh,
I'll try
no,
another.
6 3/4.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
5 thirds, and 5 halves. So 5 and 5 is 25. 25 over 6. Which is 4 and 1/6.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
29 over 100.
Yes, we nailed it.
5%.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
Good job. I'm giving you an ooze shield to protect you from bots and toxic puddles. Press the tab key on your keyboard to activate it. It's going to get more difficult the further into the factory you get. Just keep solving those equations, use your pod gadgets, and avoid the bots.
Yeah, and again, the pod gadget is only useful for when you're going along the walkway.
You can use that pod gadget 2 more times.
So yeah, it just allows you to pass through the goo and the cans. Yeah, and this way you don't have to jump until it wears off like that. Even that, it's not that difficult to avoid them. Oh, normally Zach says something there, but I guess it just loads too quickly or something. Okay, then there's 100, that's 3,000. What's going on here? That's where I was like clicking on the handle, but for some reason the game's not reacting to my clicks. Find the mean. So add the numbers up. 43, 83, 133, 189, 189, 252. Divided by 6.
My pod can't survive these toxins forever.
42. So now I have to click on the number itself down here, rather than the handle.
Yes,
That's really weird. 54, 134, 244, 61. So let's just add the numbers and then divide by the number of numbers. So you may also hear this as average. Average and mean are the exact same thing. 35, 85, 160, 260. 260 divided by 5 is 52.
Yes, we nailed it.
28 and 4, 7.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
That's worth a pod point.
Alternatively, just look at the answers and then multiply by the number of numbers and see if you get the sum. But that, of course, means that you need to keep track of the number in your head. Of course, you could just use a calculator, if you're not that quick. Because I occasionally am not. So, no, just the fact that I use a calculator, yeah, it does not mean that I do not know how to do these bombs. I just simply can't bother myself to get out pencil and paper right now. 15, 29, 48 divided by 4, 12.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
17, 31, 55, 90, and 150 divided by 6. 25.
Yes, we nailed it.
Range for these numbers, yeah. So maximum minus the smallest. So in this case, it's 16 minus 6, which is 10.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
9.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
16, 31, 48, 70 divided by 5. 14.
Yes, we nailed it.
You have earned 2 pod points.
So yeah, maybe I should have switched the activities. This one definitely seems longer. Yeah, despite the time limit with the tubes being filled up. Yeah, but only because you also had to do this part along the walkway. Yeah, afterwards. After answering a set of 5 questions. Or problems. At least in the Insect Overthrow activity, all you just had to do was answer problems. Answer computation problems. What is involved? It's just simply the number that appears more frequently than the others. Yeah, in a set of data. So in this case, it's 8 since it appears 3 times. The most out of any other numbers in the set.
Yes, we nailed it.
Mean again. So 99, 150, 202, 259, 259, 324.
My pod can't survive these toxins forever.
392. 392. So 56.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
I was like, I'm not going to bother doing division. I'm just going to look at the answers and multiply it by 6 to see if we get the sum. 148, 230, 316, 408, and 504.
This stuff is toxic enough to eat through just about anything.
This one, 504.
Me. Yes, we nailed it.
Mode, that's 2.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
15, 25, 39, 55, so 11.
Yes, we nailed it.
Here's your 3rd pod point.
So we're only about halfway through in the second round. And we still have 2 more rounds after this one. So yeah, maybe I should have done this one first and then Insect Overthrow. Whoops.
I didn't see that one coming.
Guess I jumped too late there. No, honestly, I don't see why that would be a hit. Median. So it's just the middle number when you arrange them from least to greatest or greatest to least. But in this case, since there's an even number of numbers, yeah, you simply take the average of the 2 middle ones. So in this case, it's 3. So 2 plus 4 is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Yeah, it's really weird that, that they want me to click on the number instead of the handle now. 68, 108, 152. So this one.
Signed, Sealed and delivered. Let's move on.
20, 43, 67, 93, 120, which is 20.
Yes, we nailed it.
35 minus 7, which is 28. There's also an arithmetic sequence here,
Sealed and delivered. Let's move
where
on.
each number is 7 more than the previous. 18, 30, 44, 11.
Yes, we nailed it.
You have earned 4 pod points.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, that median question, I think that's the first one I've seen in a very long time. I think the last time I played through this game, yeah, off camera and everything, it wasn't even a median question at all. So I don't exactly know if there's anything up with the, maybe the copy of the game I have or whatever. You know, also keep in mind we had 2 pod catches as well, so if we wanted to, we could just use 1, so that we don't have to like keep on jumping over these. Yeah, even this is not too long or difficult at all. Yeah, going along the walkway. Or the catwalk, whatever you want to call it, I guess. 27, 43, 65. Wait, that's not right, is it? No, 64, sorry. Which would be 16.
Yes, we nailed it.
11, 20, 30, 50. So 10. Yeah, the very nice thing is that
Sealed and delivered. Let's move on.
there won't ever be a remainder according to the answers here. 50. Whenever you're asked to find the mean.
Yes, we nailed it.
Mode, which would be 9.
Yes, we nailed it.
248.
Yes, we nailed it.
You're really making progress. I'm giving you a pogo attachment that will enable you to hop over bots and toxic puddles. Press the tab key on your keyboard to activate it.
He said pogo, so wouldn't that be necessary to nearly the same thing as what we just had? Oh, yeah, actually, we didn't have to hop over them that time. It just allows us to pass through them without taking damage.
You can use that pod gadget
So yeah,
2 more times.
this is the pogo. It allows you to stay up a little longer. It's really all
I'm
there is.
losing pod strength. Got to be more careful.
So yeah, being able to pass through them without taking damage is probably the most useful power up here in this activity. Yeah, it just loads too fast. Nobody either Zach or just says something. Yeah, once we finish a particular factory, yeah, at the very end of the catwalk. 2,000 pounds equals how many tons? Let me make sure here. It's already a low 3, good. That's 1 ton.
Yes, we nailed it.
So apparently they're asking metric system questions or customary questions now. 0.065. Yeah, it's just dividing by 1,000,
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
which equates to moving the decimal point 3 places. Yeah, same thing, 0.3.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
4.5.
Not bad if I do say so myself.
Meters to centimeters, so multiplied by 100, which is 0.5.
Yes, we nailed it.
That's worth a pod point.
So yeah, at least when working with the metric system, it's very, very easy. to convert to another unit, since they're just based on powers of 10. So to go from a big to a small unit, you multiply. And then to go from a small unit to a bigger unit, you divide. Which, if you think about it, it does make sense. Since, yeah, if you go from a big to a small unit, it essentially means you need more of the small unit in order to get the same amount of the larger unit. And the same way, when you go from a small unit to a large unit, you need less of the large unit in order to get the equivalent of the smaller unit. This is multiplied by 100, which is 300. No, I'm sorry, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, so it's 3,400.
Yes, we nailed it.
4 is 20, is X is 260, 12.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
Multiplied by 100, so 0.5. This was the exact same Pablo, isn't it?
Delivered. Let's move on.
Grams to milligrams multiplied by 1,000, so 998.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
56.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
You have earned 2 pod points.
At least these ones go pretty quickly. At least compared to, like, say, computing the mean, yeah, in your head. Yeah, again, unless you're, like, really good at keeping track of numbers in your head. And you're intentionally doing that without a calculator. Which, again, can be pretty difficult to do. And how many pop points do we have? We only have 2, okay. 2 liters, so divide by 1,000, which is 4.5. I think they already asked us before too.
Sealed and delivered. Let's move on.
7 liters equal how many milliliters? So multiply it by 1,000, which is 7,000.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Multiplied by 1,000, so it's 500.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
So, you know, just milli, it means 1,000. You know, or thousandths. 6.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
Millimeters to centimeters divided by 10, so 1.3.
Yes, we nailed it.
Here's your 3rd pod point.
Yeah, about halfway through with this factory here, with the purple slime and everything. Excuse me. Okay, they don't even give us the unit here, but the answer is on excuse me, kiloliters. So we have to divide by 1,000 here. Yeah, this would be the one.
call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
And this is, sorry, yeah, at level 3. Divide by 10 here, so 46.5.
Yes, we nailed it.
Milliliters to liters, so divide by 1,000, which is 0.3. Since these are just powers of 10, you just move the decimal point. Yeah, depending on what you multiply or dividing by with that power of 10. 0.6, so again, this is divided by 1,000. 1, 2, 3, so yeah, this one.
Yes, we nailed it.
Multiplied by 1,000, so 3,000.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
You have earned 4 pod points.
Alright, so one more pod point in order to proceed to the final factory area. I believe that might be the red color slime. Might as well just use
You
a
can use that
pod gadget here.
one more time.
Uh, 32.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
7,500, I believe.
Not bad if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it's just multiplying by 1,000. Here by 1,000 as well. So 26,000.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
234, so divide by 1,000, 0.234.
Not bad if I do say so myself.
10 to the second power, so 100. Yeah, it means 10 times 10.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
Great work. I'm giving you turbo skates so you can glide right over the bots and poison puddles. Press the tab key on your keyboard to activate them. It's going to get more difficult the further into the factory you get. Just keep solving those equations, use your pod gadgets, and avoid the bots.
So, skates, huh?
You can use that pod gadget 2 more times.
So it's pretty similar to the first power-up that we got before. Honestly, I'm not sure what the difference is between this one and the other one.
Whoa! I didn't see that one coming.
It really seems like to be the exact same power-up, to be honest. Yeah, it might have been the exact same thing with Just there. I don't think she said anything either. Yeah, only because things load way too quickly. So 1708.
Yes, we nailed it.
So it's blue, not red. Okay. So I misremembered. 20 minus 8, 12.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
In any case, this is the last part of the factory. 30 and 40, so about 70.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
So rounding to the nearest tens for both numbers, and then just adding. 1876.
Yes, we nailed it.
1312.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
That's worth a pod point.
Yeah, so 20 more problems to go, and then plus the catwalks that we need to do. So still a bit far away from the end, but yeah, we're almost there though. Um, 11:20.
Yes, we nailed it.
9:51.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
6:99.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
7 minus 18, which is -11.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
10:97.
Yes, we nailed it.
You have earned 2 pod points.
Uh, 90 and 70, so 160.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
1789.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
50, 90, 140.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
10, 70, 80.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
635.
Yes, we nailed it.
Here's your 3rd pod point.
Alright, halfway through here. So 10 more problems to go, and then we'll be done. And by that I mean we're gonna be capturing the robot after 10 more problems. Mm, 20 and 20, 40.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
1555.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
17, 140.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's move on.
1721.
Yes, we nailed it.
1637.
Yes, we nailed it.
You have earned 4 pod points.
Yep, almost there. 5 more palms to go. Thank goodness. Yeah, this is actually getting too repetitive and tedious for my liking. Mostly because things get dragged out from you having to do the catwalk here too. Well, it's my opportunity to use a pod gadget, but oh well. Alright, let's do this. 5 more palms. 1258.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
679.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
1588.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
70 and 10, 80.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Alright, and then finally, 1362.
Just call me Mr. Neat and Clean.
I've created a powerful ray gun for you which can wipe out the most toxic of villains. This baby can thrive in any environment.
Alright, 6th and final robot.
There it is, that purveyor.
Ooh, got him. He's losing. He's almost down for the. Ooh, who said flower power was? This is the last one. Soon, we'll know where Art is.
I've got his mind chip hooked up. Let's unscramble him.
Let's see. Motto is a brief phrase.
That's right.
Forfeit is to surrender.
Got two.
Crave is to have an intense desire.
Good one.
And defy to boldly challenge.
Bingo! That's the last match. This is it. The final set of coordinates. On the dot.
Nice plotting. That's accurate.
And 8-1.
I've got the point.
We're all set. Beginning scan now. There he is!
The space station. Let's bring it on home.
Congratulations, you can now access the secret area of the JumpStart 6 Square website at http://www.jumpstart.com. The password for the secret area is 80 bananas.
The space station. There it is.
Lock on the retractor beam.
This is where it gets tricky.
Enos, kindly remove that chess piece from the... Remove the piece now, Enos.
Okay, I've got him. Send the message.
Captain Enos? Captain Enos! If you read me, get to the escape pod now. Over.
Enos, don't leave me.
Yeah, so even art is sentimental. It's a sentimental AI. Despite its villainous tendencies and all.
It's Eli. Hello, Art. Now, what are you going to do with me? Oh, I'll think of something.
Now I've got you right where I want you, monkey.
Rook to king, checkmate.
No way.
Give it up, Zach.
Humans. I bet you didn't know that over 85% of the greenery on this planet comes from the ocean. That's a lot of seaweed.
So, yeah, that's actually one of two endings. Yeah, which ending you get, yeah, it's completely random. So I'm gonna see if I can show out the other ending. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in again. Yeah, skip this and then
Hey, Zach.
do it again. We'll just have to go down here and reprogram the robot again.
I think we should get some information from one of these bots before they rust away on us.
So I think unfortunately we have to do all 6 of them again.
This polygraph will read his mind chip, but we still have to make sense of the stuff that
Let's see. Omit to leave out
Got one.
lapse, inhabit, to reside in,
There's another.
gaunt. Maybe this one? No.
Good one.
Bingo. That's the last match.
All we have to do is select the points at which the X and Y.
I got the point.
That's accurate.
5, 4,
Locked
and
up.
4, 6.
You've got the point. Coordinates are locked in. Start the scan.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot.
Yeah, but we already done all of them.
We don't want these guys to pile up. We should pick one to rewire now. Well, we've got him here, but how are we gonna make him talk?
This polygraph will read his mind chip, but we still have to make sense of the stuff that comes out because it won't be in order.
Acquit, declare not guilty. Repentance to feel regret, right?
Got two.
Monopoly, exclusive control, and then petty, trivial, insignificant.
That's the final connection. I'm prepared to scan. Let's get this over with.
7, 4,
Nice plotting.
7, 6,
That's accurate.
8, 3,
That's accurate.
and 9, 4.
You've got the point. We're all set. Beginning scan now.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot. I think we should get some information from one of these bots before they rust away on us. Well, we've got him here, but how are we gonna make him talk?
This polygraph will read his mind chip, but we
Competent, well qualified. Surely. Or maybe dubious, questionable,
Got two.
good one.
and forlorn
That's
abandoned.
the final connection. All we have to do is select the points at which the X and Y coordinates intersect. Then, we'll know where Art was when he made his last transmission. We'll scan the area, and if we're lucky, we'll find the capsule. That's accurate. Nice plotting.
Locked on.
That's accurate. Coordinates are locked in. Start the scan.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot.
So as you can see, the coordinates are different this time.
I think we should get some information from one of these bots before they rust away on us. Well, we've got him here, but how are we gonna make him talk?
They don't see eye to eye. It's raining cats and dogs.
There's another.
Worn by the skin of your teeth, or won by the skin of your teeth, sorry. To the victors belong to spoils.
Final connection.
So
I'm
idioms.
prepared to scan. Let's get this over with.
9, 4,
You've got the point.
10, 5,
On the dot.
8, 6,
I got the point.
and 10, 7.
That's accurate. We're all set. Beginning scan now.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot.
Yeah, it's fortunate I get to go through all 6 of these
We
again.
don't want these guys to pile up. We should pick one to rewire now.
Make hay while the sun is shining.
That's right.
Hit the nail on the head, I think.
Got two.
A tempest in a teapot. Keep the wolf from the door. Some of these I've never heard of, actually.
Let's see if we got any useful information out of that.
You've got the point.
On the dot.
You've got the point. Nice plotting. Coordinates are locked in. Start the scan.
No sign of the space station. Let's pick another mission from the Earthquest map so we can catch another robot.
Alright, one more to go. It really takes the cake.
Got one.
Turn over the new leaf.
Got two.
Keep your head above water.
Got three.
Pull the wool over your eyes.
The final connection.
This is it. The final set of coordinates.
You've got the point.
8, 6,
I've got the point.
5, 3,
Locked
3,
on.
5.
Locked on.
We're all set. Beginning scan now. There he is.
The space station. Let's bring it on home.
Okay, fingers crossed that we get the other ending. Yeah, I don't think I can click to like skip these. I can't remember
The
though.
space station. There it is.
Lock on the retractor beam.
This is where it gets tricky.
Enos, kindly remove that chess piece from the... Remove the piece now, Enos.
Okay, I've got him. Send the message.
Captain Enos? Captain Enos! If you read me, get to the escape pod now. Over.
Enos, don't leave me.
Yeah, so pretty much the ending is mostly the same, except after Uncle Eli says, "Oh, we'll think of something. I'll think of something."
It's Eli. Hello, Art. Now, what are you going to do with me? Oh, I'll think of something.
There we go. This is the other ending.
Yes.
That's right. Go on, roll your little ball. I'll just bide my time until I find a way out of here.
Lighten up, Art. It's just a game.
Enos, after all we've been through together, I thought we were friends. I bet you didn't know that over 85% of the greenery on this planet comes from the ocean. That's a lot of seaweed.
So yeah, those are the two endings. Yeah, and again, which one you get, yeah, it's completely random. So the one that we just saw is a little bit longer than the chess ending one, but yeah. Probably a little bit more hilarious than the Zack losing, yeah, to Enos, but yeah, at chess that is. But anyway, there is one last thing that I would like to show you, and that is the progress report here.
Hey, Zach.
Oh, it's not here. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, I guess it only shows up when we press this right here. But again, as I mentioned, yeah, this will cause the game to crash, and then therefore the game closes down. So therefore I'm not going to do that. And so with this, I'm going to go ahead
Are you sure you want
and
to
press
exit?
this, and then the final thing I would like to show you is the credits done. Yeah, this one goes pretty quickly because of the names zooming by very fast on the screen here. Yeah, I think it's about the same length as the both of the previous two games as well. So looks like we're just very fortunate to have a different ending play each time here. So yeah, luckily I don't have to like do any video editing or anything. I don't think. You know, maybe I could probably think about maybe taking out the part where we had to reprogram all 6 robots again. But then again, I might just leave that in. But anyway, yeah, this is the credits. Yeah, which you don't even see when you try to exit the game. Instead, you just have to click on the exit wristwatch and then press credits right underneath the yes and no. Yeah, should be ending soon. So once it does, I'm just gonna click on exit so that yeah, nobody's talking while I'm doing my final thoughts on the game, as I usually do in the final video of the Let's Play.
Now, armadillos are strange creatures. They only give birth to 4 babies at a time. Never 3, never 5. And the babies are either all males or all females.
Yeah, or does. Yeah, I forgot that. It just brings you to the sign-in screen again. So yeah, we'll just stay on the screen then, because at least Uncle Eli does not talk here and everything. So anyway, yeah, so that's the entire game, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, just 6 minigames / activities that you need to complete, in which you need to do a set of 5 questions, yeah, for 5 rounds. So that essentially means 25 questions per round, yeah, for 4 different rounds. So therefore, that's 100 questions total, yeah, for each activity. And with 6 minigames / activities, that means 600, at least 600 questions in total, yeah, in order to complete the game. Because after you finish each activity, then you capture each of Art's robots, and then reprogram them so that you can find where the space station is. But yeah, I've also looked up some information, and apparently Art doesn't really stand for anything. Yeah, it's not like an abbreviation, as I can't really find what it stands for anyway. But yeah, it's pretty much akin to HAL. Yeah, the AI HAL. And yeah, I got the media reference wrong for it. Apparently it is Space Odyssey, not Star Trek or stuff like that. So no, from Space Odyssey. So I got that wrong. But yeah, Art is essentially akin to HAL, yeah, in which the AR goes rogue and everything, and tries to take control of his space mission. So yeah, if you have been watching since the beginning here, as you can see, yeah, the game can get pretty repetitive, yeah, with some of these activities. Yeah, in particular, I really felt like the pollution one that we just did as the final activity at the game. Yeah, that one was really dragged out, yeah, due to having to do the catwalk after answering a set of 5 problems. And yeah, Insect Overthrow, that can also take a pretty long time at the higher difficulties, and especially as I was having a hard time keeping track of numbers and in my head. And also, yeah, I definitely have forgotten that adding and subtracting percentages, it works differently than you're multiplying, for example. Yeah, you can just think of it as something being on sale for a particular price, and then you increase or decrease the price by a particular percentage. So yeah, it's all about just multiplying by the percentage or by the decimal, and you convert it to decimal, and then adding it to the base price, or subtracting for the base price as well, depending on your adding or subtracting. Or you can also think of it as simply, if it's adding a percent, then you just take the base price and then times it by 100% plus the percentage given in the problem. And then similarly, if it's subtracting, then it's just the base price times 100% minus the given percentage. So yeah, so a couple of ways that you can do those problems. But yeah, honestly, I was just simply drawing a blank there for some of those problems, and honestly, it doesn't really help that I'm tired too, and that I'm like pretty rusty with even in my math skills in some aspects. But well, that is why that occasionally I would need to like revisit these educational games that I grew up with. But most definitely during the time when I first played this game, it was pretty difficult for me at the time. Yeah, and so I think I just mostly played the activities at the lowest difficulty, I didn't really bother with the higher ones, I think. But nowadays, as I love a good challenge, I just simply play everything at the highest difficulty for the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade games. Because again, I love a good challenge, and yeah, and at level 1, the questions would be like too easy. But yeah, so honestly, like I said, yeah, I am in some ways ashamed that I had to use a calculator for some of the math problems for the Insect Overthrow ones. But well, yeah, it's like I said, yeah, I didn't really want to like bother getting out a piece of paper and pencil, because again, I could do the problems most definitely. Yeah, I know the math and the algorithms, or rather the procedures to do them by hand. Yeah, if it ever comes down to it, and I don't have a calculator available, for example. But yeah, not while I'm wearing a headset and recording, most definitely not. And so yeah, it's just quicker to use a calculator on them. But anyway, yeah, it just goes to show you that sometimes we just like draw blanks or whatever, yeah, in even our areas of expertise. Yeah, it has been like a few years since I last read books on academic subjects and whatnot. So in a way, I kind of rusted up, yeah, in even mathematics. But that's why I have like review books, yeah, on hand, so that I could just like look back at them, yeah, whenever I need to. But and also to keep the material fresh in my head. And again, it's been a while since I've taken a look at the review books, so yeah, that's kind of my fault. I've been focusing too much on puzzles of where you need to assign skills to guide critters / rodents to the exit, from the start to the exit. Yeah, you know, it's a game called Lemmings. Yeah, I've been really busy with our online community, and I probably focused on it way too much in the last several years. So yeah, that I've neglected to like do any reading in my spare time, and like brush up and review. But well, that's something that could have been avoidable, but I didn't do it for whatever reason. So yes, now that this Let's Play is finished, that's all the games from 4th grade Haunted Island, yeah, all the way up through the 6th grade. So yeah, I decided to do all 3 of these games in a row, just so I don't have to like bother coming back to these games later on in the future, and possibly like forgetting them for quite some time. Yeah, might as well just kill them all in one stone, you know. And as you might have seen, yeah, if you've been following along since the beginning, the 5th and 6th grade games are definitely far shorter than 4th grade Haunted Island. Yeah, whether you do the original 1996 release or one of the re-releases. But even then, yeah, all those games have some kind of repetition in them, in that, yeah, it can get pretty tedious that way. But yeah, even with that element, yeah, the 5th and 6th grade games still remain far shorter than 4th grade Haunted Island. So yeah, now that I played through the 6th grade game again after quite some time, yeah, in some ways it is a little bit longer than 5th grade, but at the same time though, it at least isn't maybe as repetitious. I think that's a word, but I have no idea. I might have even made it up too. But yeah, in some ways it does go a lot faster than even the 5th grade game, because in the 5th grade game, the most annoying and tedious activity would be the crossword, the very first activity that you need to do before you even can start the quest of getting the items to get to the bomb and everything. And there's also the picking the lock activity before you do that too, which can also be pretty long, especially if you do multiplication and division, yeah, on the highest level. So those 2 activities are very, very time consuming. Yeah, but that's only if you do the crossword the intended way of going around the museum, yeah, looking at the paintings and the globe in order to get the answers. So in that way, yeah, the 6th grade one would be a lot faster than the 5th grade one. So yeah, it's like I said though, the 6th grade game might be longer than the 5th grade one, but if it is, then it's not a whole lot longer. But yeah, and so if you've been following along since the beginning, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the Let's Play 6th grade mission Earthquest, or yeah, with this, now that all the JumpStart Adventure games that I wanted to Let's Play are done, yeah, I don't have any plans to do any of the games but before the 4th grade one, yeah, 3rd grade and below, as I did not grow up with those, and I don't really I'm not really interested in doing them. And honestly, I likely don't even have the energy to do all the games in the series, so yeah, I'm perfectly content with just doing these 3 games, the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade ones. And regarding the 4th grade one, I do not have any intention to do the Sapphire Falls one. Yeah, after 4th grade Haunted Island was discontinued by Knowledge Adventures / JumpStart Adventures. So yeah, I'm perfectly content with just doing these 3 games, the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade ones. And regarding the 4th grade one, I do not have any intention to do the Sapphire Falls one. Yeah, after 4th grade Haunted Island was discontinued by Knowledge Adventures / JumpStart Adventures. So yeah, we're just going to leave it at the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade games. That's the only 3 that I Let's Played, yeah, for my YouTube channel. So, yes. Once again, this is 6th grade Mission Earthquest, everybody. So, once again, hope you enjoyed the Let's Play here. And I'll see you all for future projects / LPs that I do. How much I'll be doing for the remainder of the year, I'm not exactly certain, since it's possible that I might take some kind of vacation, yeah, like maybe next month or whatever. And here I'm basically planning to possibly visit my parents' native homeland of Vietnam again, since it has been 4 years since my last visit. Yeah, back in 2020 when the pandemic has just started, the COVID pandemic, that is. But I am not certain if I'll be doing that yet. And so I guess I will maybe make a community post for my YouTube channel, yeah, and update you guys all that way or something. So yes, again, 6th grade Mission Earthquest, everybody. So with this, have a wonderful night, and there's about half an hour before daylight saving time ends where I am. So it's about 1:30 here, 1:30 in the morning. So in half an hour, it will repeat the hour 1 again, rather than go to 2 a.m. And so with that, have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you guys all around. So take care.